Hello. Today I like to make cupcakes, X-Men Days of Future Past, which is coming up, already come out, a movie now, and I like to make sort of series of the decorations. I think today we start with the cupcakes, and we can make some cakes as well, or maybe some other recipes as well. Just I like to incorporate it few recipes. Usually I don't stop in on one. And what we need for this recipe, these cupcakes is quite simple. So we start from a sort of a simple type of decorations. So what we need is we have or vanilla cake mix, or vanilla cupcake mix, or any cupcakes mixes of your choice, or use your own favorite recipe. So we bake in a standard muffin tray, which is I like to use the type of foil cases. They're not really huge, but color is sweet sort of, so we will use those. As you can see, we already baked it. They come out nicely. So once you mix and bake vanilla cake mix, or any mix or cupcake mix, what you like, let it completely cool. Once it's cool, we need to make our top flat. So use the cupcake paper case end of this foil as a guidance, and with knife, with a sharp serrated knife, we're going right around, and we trim it to a straight level, because we will place some fondant on top of it, and here we are. As you can see, it's now nice and flat. So place it to basically rest for now. And what we do is, next we will use the fondant to cover it, and we will paint it over. For the image, you can choose any, of course, of your choice. You just can print it from internet. I print from internet this sort of image. You can actually make it exact size to make sure, cupcake actually fits on the same size. Mine is slightly larger, so I will using different cookie cutters to make it this shape on top of our cupcakes. But you can, if you like it, you find the right image, make it right size, and using this as a template for your cupcakes, which just makes much easier for you. So let's now to cut out our fondant and use frosting as well. Next step is to apply our ready to roll icing of fondant, whatever you're able to find in your country. So take it basically fondant from the foil, knead on floured on a working surface, floured with powdered icing sugar to make sure it does not stick. As you can see, I'm using this sort of container to apply, and it will not stick at all. Roll into about half an inch something thickness. And what we do is, next we use vanilla frosting to apply on top of our cupcakes. Works as well as a kind of glue for our fondant. You can use as well jam if you like. It does not really matter. It sticks very well as well. You don't need big amount too. So once you place, find it a cookie cutter which will be similar size. Just place it in, and whatever you make it, maybe you have a larger one or this smaller one, or you can even use scone cutters. As you can see, it fits as well. So with the right size of cookie cutter, we just simply cut out a circle of fondant, and what we do is, next we place on top to make sure it's nicely stick it to our top, works as adhesive. Slightly press it in to make it flat. If you find that it's particles of powdered icing sugar on top, good idea to use some sort of brush or tissue to get rid of excess, because it makes it easier to work after with the coloring. Next step is to basically paint it our cupcakes. With the painted, as I said to you before, if your cupcakes are big enough, or you make it just simply smaller logo of X-Men, what will happen? You just simply cut it out and use it as a template right on top. But mine is slightly too large. I just never thought about. Basically, when I was doing yesterday, it's come idea right now. That's what was happening when you do everything first time. So in this particular point, I just simply would use different size of cookie cutters or scone cutters, or anything what you find it, something which is nice, clean and dried, and good to use for food. So for our logo, what we have is we position in the center and check it out, make sure it's nicely positioned, make sure it has good center and everything. So slightly press it in. Next is we probably will need to make a little bit smaller, because we want to make like a sort of like a circle. Once we're done that, next step is to find that middle. From a middle we need to draw cross. With a cross it have to be same thickness as the our circle, which is we done it a minute ago. So from a middle you just have rough guess and you simply draw the it looks like a letter X. Once you done this, you know that this will be is broken circle, so we do that and we simply draw 2 arrows. And I hope you're able to see. I just try to bring up, and here you are. Now let's have a look. Here we have cross, we have arrows and everything there. So basically as you can see, we've done middle too, because half of it will be gray and half of it will be red. So now we will simply paint it. Once we basically done design on all our cupcakes, what we do is next we're using black gel food coloring and a white gel food coloring. As you can see, we bring up tiny amount of a black into white, mix it together to make it gray gel food coloring. Next is with a small brush we just dip it in, and if you done your borders very well, you would not have any problem whatsoever, because this is matter of the follow your borders. Make sure they deep enough for you to see, and if it has little tiny deepness, it's also much easier to color. Do not hurry with this step, because you want to be precise. The type of I saw, because we're using the gel food coloring, it makes also less worry, because you only need very small amount. It's firstly, and secondary, it does not spray kind of everywhere, which is with the liquid it does spray sometimes, because it's obviously liquid, and with the gel very easy to follow and color all our patterns. So we basically finish with a step 1, which is we done half of the here where and here we create the half of the our cupcake. So what we do is next we use gel food coloring, and we can have a look. If it's really bright, we might be need add a little bit white gel food color, but if it's the looks okay, then we can just color the rest of our cupcake. Now we can color the second part of our X-Men logo, which is we use red gel food coloring. Place is starting with a small brush. We start color, and it does not need to dilute it or the mix with white gel color, because it's good as it is. So simply follow your design to fill up all the rest of patterns. As I always say, do not hurry, follow nice and careful, because once you paint it, it's very hard to get rid of after if you painted too much of something. So you simply follow the second part and color whole thing in. Once we finish, apply second color, red gel food coloring. So last step to decorate our X-Men cupcakes, Days of Future Past, we use blue writing icing. You can use also blue gel or variety of it, or even a blue type of glitter writing icing. Does not really matter. Whatever you like it and whatever you're able to find. Key is to decorate now. As you can see, we actually will draw cross. That's what we want to get it. So it goes right on the middle here and right on the middle on other side. So we just simply squeeze and drag end of it. So let's start from here. Try to keep it nice and straight and let it go. So we do fill up the other parts. So we make a letter X. And the last bit right here. So here where I just take a little bit closer. So now you are able to have a look a little bit closer, and as you can see, it's very simple decoration, but gives a great sort of deep idea what whole movie actually about. And I hope you do like this sort of decoration. I will make some X-Men cakes next week, and as well I also have a look on some other recipes, because thank you very much for giving me this idea, and I like that you actually want me to make something, and I really forward looking for more ideas, and I will just think of something and make those ideas. Thank you very much for your time with me today. I hope you do like this sort of cupcakes, and it's very simple, but it gives idea immediate what's it about. It's two sides and the X-Men on the middle, so it's great. Thank you very much for your time with me today. Until next time, goodbye.